Well, this is our last weekly episode, at least for now. We'll tell you about it at the end.
We've got Bruce Springsteen, a hydraulic locomotive, and still photography of the 4014.
This is Railroad Showcase. In this final weekly episode, we're going to focus on some favorite finds we wanted to share with you. The Pacific Locomotive Association recently unveiled their restoration work on Southern Pacific number 9010 during a photo op weekend on their Niles Canyon Railroad. What's unusual about this German-built engine is that it's diesel hydraulic instead of diesel electric. Southern Pacific bought it from Krauss Maffei in 1964. Unfortunately, the Sierra Mountains and Donner Pass proved too much for the design. It was soon relegated to work on flatter territory, and it only lasted for 4 years in freight service altogether. After that, it was converted into a camera car used to gather the raw footage for the first computerized training simulators. In 1986, it went to the California State Railroad Museum, but it was never restored. It came to the PLA in 2008. During this much-anticipated debut weekend, the engine's own prime mover wasn't yet in working order, so power came from another vintage diesel running behind it. We'd like to give a big thank you to L. Ron Lawrence of the Los Angeles Railroad Heritage Foundation for sharing his wonderful photographs of the event.
For our final segment, we wanted to go ahead and give just another shot of recognition to Ed Dickens for all the amazing work he's done in getting the 4014 back on its feet.
You know, we really have enjoyed reporting on the work and the trips that they've done. I have to be honest. I mean, I'm an SP guy, not a UP guy. The fact that they brought the big boy back was amazing, but it's not my most favorite locomotive in the world. It's fantastic. I didn't expect to be as much of a fan of the UP Steam program as I have become. I really have enjoyed the coverage of it, and I've really appreciated how UP has handled everything. I think it's good. It's good for them as a corporation. It's good for the preservation movement. It's good for the hobby, in my opinion. So to celebrate that, we have chosen 10 of our favorite photographs listed in random order that have come from the big boy's recent trip toward the east. The first photograph we'd like to review was taken by BP Gross Photography in Foxborough, Wisconsin. We like this image because of the sense of motion and the locomotive being suspended in midair.
Michael Kavka shared this one, posted on July 26th. We really appreciated the vintage feel of this photograph and the enthusiasm that can be seen in the crowd.
Sarah Thomas took this one on July 12th. The lighting is fantastic and it has a great angle. There's a real sense of tension with the engine being so close to the end of the track and the fact that the ground drops away and the pilot is hanging in midair.
Brian Howell caught this tight curve at the LST and T junction on July 21st in Superior, Wisconsin. This image really shows Ed concentrating while running the engine. We assume that's his pilot sitting behind him.
Jackie Johnson took this photo, and we appreciated it because it gave us more landscape in the image than a lot of other photographs have. It has great texture and color with the green plants in the water, and of course the reflection is just fantastic.
Sometimes less is more, and Amy Stemmig got this amazing close shot of the rods, just showing us the steel and the raw mechanical power.
This one by Daniel Surer, posted on July 26th. The big boy is passing under the coal tower at Kleiman Junction, Wisconsin. We really liked the dramatic railroad support structure. It takes something pretty big to make 4014 look small, and this image does it.
On July 27th, Jeff Terry caught the 4014 as she soars over the Nemaji River near Boylston, Wisconsin, on its way into Duluth, Minnesota. Again, this one just has more scenery, a really dramatic angle looking up at it from beneath the bridge, and just a bit of smoke and steam to remind us what we're looking at.
Andrea Pulseth of Volume 1 magazine caught this image of the crew oiling around in Altoona, Wisconsin. This image shows so clearly the constant human attention needed to keep this beast moving. The dramatic angle and depth of focus are very artistically done.
Bob Macrith on July 21st caught the 4014 crossing Winter Street in Superior, Wisconsin. This angle really shows off the articulation of the engine.
So those were our 10 favorite photo finds, but we want to throw in some bonus images. There have been a number of photographs of Ed Dickens interacting with the kids who have come out to see the big boy. This kind of personal interaction is what creates new rail fans, and we wanted to show off some of the images that captured that moment. The photographers' names are seen here in the captions. Something that the UP has really done right is going beyond just having these big engines speak for themselves. Mr. Dickens makes an excellent spokesman for the STEAM program and the UP Corporation at large. The rail community and the public loves to make celebrities out of people. And Ed has been able to create a persona that's worth $1 million to the marketing department of UP. Many sports stars used to really respect their duty as role models. And, I think that's the dynamic that's going on here. And it has been really effective, and Ed does it really well. Well, this is it. This will be the last weekly episode of Railroad Showcase as you've known it for the last 7 months.
The idea of the variety show format was always intended to be the foundation that we would add more and more original content to. And we always hoped that we could streamline the process of the weekly news and the favorite finds, but to do it and have it be the quality that we demand it to be, it can only be done so fast. And since we both have day jobs, we've been working 7 days a week to try and make this work.
And we've spent so much time building that foundation that we hope to launch these other projects off of that we simply haven't been able to do those other larger projects. So we have to say that the weekly format of Railroad Showcase is coming to an end.
Will it ever come back? Maybe. We really enjoyed doing this, but maybe not in this current form that you're seeing it in now.
I kind of hope so, but different. So, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. The Patreon subscriptions for our Gold and Silver Spike memberships have been discontinued, but we wanted to thank you guys so much for your support. Those of you who stepped up and helped us out with those subscriptions meant a lot, and we will definitely remember you guys in the future.
We are not disappearing completely. We still have a long list of those other original content projects that we want to sink our teeth into. So please don't unsubscribe and don't leave the discussion groups on Facebook. We're still going to be around.
We are so very, very grateful to the thousands of you who took the time to watch our show, to support us, all of that made a huge difference, and it made us enjoy it for as short a time as it was, and it makes us want to come back and give you guys more stuff in the future.
We had a great time. So in the meantime, remember, keep your hand on the throttle and your eye on the rail.